was extended, and it remains in effect until 3:45. Doppler radar indicated possible rotation, possible tornado, and with these storms, wind gusts of 60 to 70 miles per hour are possible. And of course, throughout the overnight, we have had the reports of quite a bit of wind damage, a lot of downed trees in the area. National Weather Service has issued a tornado warning for southwestern Dodge County, which is actually out of our viewing area, but eastern Wilcox County is. So Dodge and Wilcox counties, you are included in tornado warning until 3:45. The severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located about 8 miles south of Rochelle or 14 miles northwest of Fitzgerald, moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. So that particular cell right now is right around Fitzgerald. Let me zoom in here just a little bit more so you get a better idea of which areas. There's Rebecca, and then heading over toward Abbeville, and then from Abbeville, it's late, I guess, Abbeville, then we head into Dodge County, where tornado warning is in effect for Dodge County and eastern Wilcox County until 3:45.
Getting a lot of reports on Facebook of the sirens that are going off. When you hear the siren, does that necessarily mean it's a tornado warning? It can also mean severe thunderstorm warning as well.
That's right. Okay. We've had the sirens go off a few times here in Albany, and it hasn't always been for a tornado warning. So those can be for severe thunderstorms, which means you can have very strong wind and hail even. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you have a tornado, but you need to not be outside if those sirens are on.
And I covered a storm several years ago in, I guess it was in the Rebecca area, and straight line winds, they were capable of knocking over a mobile home and causing damage as well. So straight line winds can be just as dangerous, just as deadly as a tornado.
That's right. And whenever you get all the rain that we've had, some areas over 4 inches are what we've estimated here. It weakens the root system a little bit, get a gust of wind, maybe 50 miles an hour, topple it over on a home or your car or something like that. So definitely dangerous. Other than just tornadoes, there are other factors here with this system. It's not just tornadoes that are dangerous.
And speaking of that, Andrew, lots of reports of trees down in Grady County, as well as here in the Albany area, and Lee County as well. Early County trees down. Of course, as the storm moves through and it's safe to go out to these areas, we're hoping to get more reports of any damage. But so far, the good news is no reports of any injuries associated with this storm system.
And for eastern counties, there is a wind advisory through tomorrow. I think we will be looking at some very strong winds at about 20 to 30 miles per hour, gusts around 40 miles per hour. So in terms of the strong winds, that's not over. That will persist even as this potent storm system slides across South Georgia tomorrow and clear us out. The winds will remain very high, so we'll have to deal with the high winds in the area moving through our Wednesday.
It's also going to be a lot cooler too. So we've had very warm air highs for I guess Tuesday. We're in the 80s. Dew points were very high for this time of the year. It's going to be much different tomorrow and the rest of this week. But right now we're still focused on the severe thunderstorm warnings, and a good portion of southwest Georgia still under that tornado watch until 6 in the morning. Still have that tornado warning for Ben Hill County as well, at least for the next 15 minutes or so.
There are some street lights out as well in Albany, so if you are an early riser, you go to work early, you need to be careful out there on the roads, not only because of some of the street flooding that we have several reports of in the area, but also some traffic lights out. It looks like that's at Gillionville Road, where there was also some street flooding earlier, Gillionville and Lockett Station.
Possible street closures as well. I've heard maybe the Albany Police Department putting up barricades for some roads. So definitely some flooding associated with this. A lot of different angles of this storm. It's not just the wind, it's not just the rain or the tornadoes, but it can hit you a couple different ways. And we still have those severe thunderstorm warnings, and there's still storms down in the panhandle of Florida that are going to be making their way to the northeast, hitting areas east of 75 as we get into the next few hours or so. So we're going to be here to make sure that everyone stays up to date with that and safe, because it's not over quite yet.
Also getting reports of traffic lights out, one in particular, Highway 82 and North Doublegate. Lee County Sheriff's Office is on the scene. So as you hop up in the morning, I know everyone wants to get to where they need to be on time. Just use a little bit more, have a little bit more patience in the morning. Things probably won't go as smoothly as you anticipate as a result of this long duration of storms tonight. And as the sun comes up, then we'll be able to really see what has been left behind as a result of the severe weather. But hopefully we will not have any reports of any injuries.
It looks like Wilcox County is still kind of under the gun there right now with that tornado warning. It's going to extend until, what, 3:45?
Yep. Still got a little time on that, about 14 minutes left on that in Wilcox County.
And also the severe thunderstorm warning for Grady and Thomas counties until 3:45. And that's where troopers are en route in Grady County to determine whether or not a tornado has touched down in the area of Highway 111 and 93 North, and also along Highway 84 in the Vereen-Bale area. There are trees and power lines reportedly down across Grady County.
And how it works with seeing the rating of one of these tornadoes is the Weather Service would send out a team the day after and the time thereafter and assess it based on the damage. So that right now seems to be the spot that we think has the best chance of having a tornado touch down this early morning here.
Yeah, going back to what we were talking about probably about an hour and a half ago while we were on the air, is these were radar indicated storms. You have the train spotters out there, which is usually a deputy, a state trooper that can spot these storms. But as we mentioned earlier, when there was a tornado warning in Early County, that the deputies were advised to get off the roads because the winds there were just so heavy.
Right, and especially in southwest Georgia, it's such a wooded area. It's hard to see tornadoes. It's not safe to be out there in the daytime because you could come around a corner and you could have a tornado staring at you. So especially in the dark right now, if you're under a tornado warning or if we get more in the coming hours, do not go outside to look at it because chances are you're not going to be able to see it. It could be rain wrapped. You wouldn't be able to see the typical funnel that you're used to seeing. You could just see a downpour of rain. If you're lucky, you'd see it backlit by lightning, but chances are in these early morning hours when it's dark out there, you wouldn't see a tornado. So don't go outside excited to see, oh, might see a tornado with this. Don't think that would happen there, but the tornado watch for Dougherty County looks like it's been allowed to expire, so that is some good news, as well as Lee County.
I believe we have some of our reporters out right now. They are going out just to see what type of damage has occurred here across South Georgia. So as soon as we get their reports in, we'll pass it on to you. For now, just stay exactly where you are, stay in that safe place, stay inside, and hopefully many of you will be able to salvage at least a couple of hours of sleep before it's time for you to leave in the morning. Right now, tornado warning, we're just waiting on that warning. We have about another 15 minutes or so in order for that warning to last. It expires at 3:45. It is in effect, that tornado warning right there for areas of Wilcox County. Let me zoom in one more time, just show you exactly where that warning is. It does include Abbeville, just outside of Rochelle. It does cover areas of Highway 215 across southern areas of Wilcox County, extending into Dodge County. I'm going to put the radar on once again, just to let you see what we've got going here. Looks like the storms are beginning to weaken, which is good news for most of us, and we are seeing somewhat of partial clearing back off to our west. Few showers there across areas of Sumter County as we move back toward Early County, southward Seminole County, just mainly some spotty showers. Heading east, Colquitt County, just along I-75 over in Turner County, points to the northeast, Wilcox County, stretching back toward Thomas and Grady counties. Still some thunderstorms in the area, and those storms are pushing off toward the east, but they don't appear as strong as we have initially seen other storms. But that's not to say we will not have any additional warnings as we continue through the next few